Let me tell you guys a story. This is the Bee Movie. Cold opening, 3 cards. According to all known laws of aviation, there's no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small, get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway. Because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Intro to Barry. The Benson's house. Daytime. Angle on, sneakers on the ground, camera pans up to reveal Barry Benson's bedroom. Angle on, Barry's hand flipping through different sweaters into his closet. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Oh, black and yellow. Barry, wearing the sweater he picked, looking in the mirror. Yeah, let's shake it up a little. He picks the black and yellow one. He then goes to the sink, takes the top off a container of honey, and puts some honey into his hair. He squirts some in his mouth and gargles. Then he takes the lid off the bottle and rolls some on like deodorant. We cut to the Benson house kitchen. Barry's mother, Janet Benson, yells up at Barry.
Barry! Breakfast is ready!
Cut to Barry's room. Coming! The phone rings. Barry's antennae vibrate as they ring like a phone. Barry's hands are wet. He looks around for a towel.
Hang on a second!
He wipes his hands on his sweater and pulls his antenna down to his ear and mouth.
Hello?
His best friend, Adam Flayman, is on the other end. Barry! Adam? Can you believe this is happening? Can't believe it. I'll pick you up. Barry sticks his stinger in a sharpener. Buzzing as his stinger is sharpened. He tests the sharpness with his finger. Bing! Looking sharp. Angle on. Barry hovering down the hall, sliding down the staircase banister. Barry's mother, Janet Benson, is in the kitchen.
Barry, why don't you use the stairs? Your father paid good money for those.
Sorry, I'm excited. Barry's father, Martin Benson, enters. He's reading a newspaper with the headline, Queen gives birth to 1,000 tuplets, resting comfortably. Here's the graduate. Very proud of you, son. And a perfect report card. All B's. While mushing Barry's hair.
Very proud.
Ma, I got a thing going on here. Barry readjusts his hair. Starts to leave.
You got some lint on your fuzz.
She picks it off. Ow! That's me! Wave to us. We'll be in the row. 118,000. Barry zips off. Bye!
Barry, I told you, stop flying in the house!
Cut to driving to graduation. In the B suburb, a garage door opens. Barry drives out in his car. Angle on Barry's friend, Adam Flayman, standing by the curb. He's reading a newspaper with the headline, Frisbee hits hive, internet down. B stander. I heard a sound, and next thing I knew, whammo! Barry drives up, stops in front of Adam. Adam jumps in. Hey, Adam. Hey, Barry. Is that fuzz gel? A little. It's a special day. Finally graduating. Never thought I'd make it. Yeah, 3 days of grade school, 3 days of high school. Oh, those were so awkward. 3 days of college? I'm glad I took 1 day in the middle and just hitchhiked around the hive. You did come back different. They drive by a bee who's jogging.
Hi, Barry!
To a bee pedestrian. Hey, Artie. Growing a mustache? Looks good. Barry and Adam drive from the suburb into the city. Hey, did you hear about Frankie? Yeah. You going to his funeral? No, I'm not going to his funeral. Everybody knows you sting someone, you die. You don't waste it on a squirrel. You're such a hothead. Yeah, I guess he could have just gotten out of the way. Drive through a loop-de-loop. Whoa, whoa, woo! I love this incorporating the amusement park right into our regular day. I guess that's why They say we don't need vacations. Graduation. Barry and Adam come to a stop. They exit the car and fly over the crowd to their seats. Graduation ceremony. Boy, quite a bit of pomp under the circumstances. They land in their seats. Well, Adam, today we are men. We are. Be men. Amen. Hallelujah. Barry hits Adam's forehead. Adam goes into the rapture. An announcement comes over the PA. Students, faculty, distinguished bees, please welcome Dean Buswell. Dean Buswell steps up to the podium. The podium has a sign that reads, "Welcome graduating class of," with train station style flipping numbers after it. "Welcome, new Hive City graduating class of." The numbers on the podium change to 9:15. 9:15. And that concludes our graduation ceremony and begins your career at Honix Industries. Are we going to pick our job today? I heard it's just an orientation. The rows of chairs change in transformer-like mechanical motion to Universal Studios type tour trams. Buswell walks off stage.
Whoa, heads up, here we go. Keep your hands and antennas inside the tram at all times.
I'm pausing for a second, just saying, guys, I don't speak Spanish, so I'm going to butcher this a lot, but this is okay. Just a warning. It's in the script and I don't know why, but just a warning. Dejen las manos y antenas adentro del tram a todos tiempos. I wonder what it's going to be like. A little scary. Barry shakes at him. The tram passes under signs reading Honix, a division of Hanesco, a part of the Hexagon Group. Welcome to Honix, a division of Hanesco and a part of the Hexagon Group. This is it! The Honix doors open, revealing the factory. Wow! We know that you, as a bee, have worked your whole life to get to the point where you can work for your whole life. Honey begins when our valiant pollen jocks bring the nectar to the hive where our top secret formula is automatically color corrected, scent adjusted, and bubble contoured into this. Trudy grabs a test tube of honey from the technician. Soothing, sweet syrup with its distinctive golden glow you all know as Honey. Trudy flips the flask into the crowd and laughs as they scramble for it. Angle on, a girl bee catching the honey. That girl was hot.
She's my cousin.
She is?
Yeah, we're all cousins.
Oh, right, you're right.
At Honix, we also constantly strive to improve every aspect of bee existence. These bees are stress testing a new helmet technology.
Anglon, a stump bee in a helmet, getting hit with a newspaper, then a shoe, then a fly swatter. He gets up and gives a thumbs up. The graduating bees applaud. What do you think he makes? Not enough.
And here we have our latest advancement, the Krellman.
What does that do?
Catches that little strand of honey that hangs after you pour. Saves us millions.
Angle on the Krellman machine. Bees with hand-shaped hats on, rotating around a wheel to catch drips of honey. Adam's hand shoots up. Can anyone work in the Krellman? Of course, most bee jobs are small ones, but bees know that every small job, if it's done well, means a lot. There are over 3,000 different bee occupations. But choose carefully, because you'll stay in the job that you pick for the rest of your life. The bees cheer. Barry's smile drops slightly. The same job? For the rest of your life? I didn't know that. What's the difference?
And you'll be happy to know that bees, as a species, haven't had one day off in 27 million years.
So, you'll just work us to death?
We'll try. Everyone laughs except Barry. The tram drops down a log flume type steep drop. Cameras flash, and all the bees throw up their hands. The frame freezes into a snapshot. Barry looks concerned. The tram continues through 2 doors, and we dissolve into the Honix lobby. The log flume photo, as Barry looks at it. Whoa, that blew my mind. What's the difference? Adam, how could you say that? One job forever? That's an insane choice to have to make. Well, I'm relieved. Now we only have to make one decision in life. But Adam, how could they never have told us that? Barry, why would you question anything? We're bees. We're the most perfectly functioning society on Earth. They walk by a newspaper stand with a sandwich board reading, Bee goes berserk. Stings 7, then self. We see a bee filling his car's gas tank from a honey pump. He fills his car some, then takes a swig for himself. Newspaper bee says, "Hey!" Barry and Adam begin to cross the street. Yeah, but Adam, did you ever think that maybe things work a little too well around here? They stop in the middle of the street. The traffic moves perfectly around them. Like what? Give me one example. I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about? They walk off. Meet the jocks. The sound of pollen jocks. Pan down from the Honix statue. Please clear the gate. Royal Nectar forces on approach. Royal Nectar forces on approach. Wait a second. Check it out. Hey, those are pollen jocks. Whoa. 4 patrol bees fly in through the hive. Wait, no. Yeah. 4 patrol bees fly in through the hive's giant Gothic entrance. The patrol bees are wearing fighter pilot helmets with black visors. I've never seen them this close. They know what it's like to go outside the hive. Yeah, but some of them don't make it back. The nectar from the pollen jocks is removed from their backpacks and loaded onto trucks on their way to Honix. A small crowd forms around the patrol bees. Each one has a pit crew that takes their nectar. Lou LaDuca hurries a pit crew along. You guys did great! You're monsters! You're sky freaks! I love it! Love it! Schoolgirls are jumping up and down and squealing nearby. I wonder where those guys have just been. I don't know. Their day's not planned. Outside the hive, flying who knows where, doing who knows what. You can't just decide one day to be a pollen jock. You have to be bred for that. Right. Pollen jocks cross in close proximity to Barry and Adam. Some pollen falls off onto Barry and Adam. Look at that. That's more pollen than you and I will ever see in a lifetime. It's just a status symbol. I think bees make too big a deal out of it. Perhaps. Unless you're wearing it. And the ladies see you wearing it. And we see 2 girl bees staring at the jocks. Those ladies? Aren't they our cousins too? Distant. And we see 2 pollen jocks again. Look at these 2. Couple of hive Harrys. Let's have some fun with them. The pollen jocks approach. Barry and Adam continue to talk to the girls.
It must be so dangerous being a pollen jock.
Yeah. One time, a bear had me pinned up against a mushroom. He had one paw on my throat, and with the other, he was slapping my back. Wait, he was slapping me back and forth across the face.
Oh my.
Oh, I never thought I'd knock him out.
And what were you doing during all of this?
Obviously, I was trying to alert the authorities. The girl swiped some pollen off of Adam with a finger. I can autograph that if you want. Tch, little gutsy out there today, wasn't it, comrade? Yeah. Gutsy. You know, we're gonna hit a sunflower patch about 6 miles from here tomorrow. 6 miles, huh? Barry. It's a puddle jump for us, but maybe you're not up for it.
Maybe I am?
You are not! We're going. 900 at J-Gate. Whoa. What do you think, Buzzy Boy? Are you B enough? I might be. It all depends on what 900 means. Back at the Benson house balcony, Barry's standing on the balcony alone, looking out over the city. Martin Benson enters. She sneaks up behind Barry and gooses him in the ribs. Hunix! Oh, Dad! You surprised me. Have you decided what you're interested in, son? Well, there's a lot of choices, but you only get one. Dad, do you ever get bored doing the same job every day? Son, let me tell you something about stirring. Making the stirring motion. You grab that stick and you just move it around. And you stir it around. You get yourself into a rhythm. It's a beautiful thing. You know, Dad, the more I think about it, maybe the honey field just isn't right for me. And you were thinking of what? Making balloon animals? That's a bad job for a guy with a stinger. Well, no. Janet! Your son's not sure he wants to get into honey.
Oh, Barry, you're so funny sometimes.
I'm not trying to be funny. You're not funny. You're going into honey. Our son, the stir.
You're gonna be a stirrer?
No one's listening to me. Wait until you see the sticks I have for you. I can say anything I want right now. I'm going to get an ant tattoo.
Oh, let's celebrate with some fresh honey and let's open some fresh honey and celebrate.
Maybe I'll pierce my thorax.
To honey.
Shave my antenna.
To honey.
Shack up with a grasshopper. Get a gold tooth. Start calling everyone dog.
Back at the Hunix lobby, angle on a bee bus stop. One group of bees stands on the pavement as another group hovers above them. A double-decker bus pulls up. The hovering bees get on the top level, and the standing bees get on the bottom. Barry and Adam pull up outside of Hunix. I can't believe we're starting work today. Today's the day. Adam jumps out of the car. Come on, all the good jobs will be gone. Yeah, right. Angle on a board reading. Job placement board. Buzzwell, the bee processor, is at the counter. Another bee applicant, Sandy Shrimpkin, is exiting.
Is it still available?
Hang on. He looks at the changing numbers on the board. 2 left. And one of them's yours. Congratulations, son. Step to the side, please. Yeah! Sandy. Adam says to Sandy. What'd you get?
Picking the crud out. That's stellar.
Wow. Couple of newbies.
Yes, sir. Our first day. We're ready.
Well, step up and make your choice. We see a chart listing the different sectors of Hunix. Heating, cooling, viscosity, Krellman, pollen counting, stumpy, pouring, stir, humming, regurgitation, regurgitation? Regurgitating? Regurgitating. Front desk, hair removal. Inspector number 7, chef, lint coordinator, stripe supervisor, antenna ball polisher, mite wrangler, swatting counselor, wax monkey, wing brusher, hive keeper, and restroom attendant. You want to go first? No, you go. Oh my, what's available? Restroom attendant is always open. And not for the reason you think.
Any chance of getting into the Krellman, sir?
Sure, you're on. He plops the Krellman hat on Adam's head. And we see the job board again. The column reads occupation, positions available, and status. The middle column has numbers, and on the right column has job openings, flipping between open, pending, and closed. Oh, I'm sorry. The Krellman just closed out.
Oh.
Wax Monkey's always open. The Krellman goes from closed to open. And the Krellman just opened up again.
What happened?
Well, whenever a bee dies, that's an opening. See that? He's dead. Dead. Not the dead one. Deady. Deadified. 2 more dead. Ooh, dead from the neck up. Dead from the neck down. But that's life. Now we see Barry's disturbed expression. And Adam, oh, this is so hard. Heating, cooling, stumpy, pour, stir, humming, inspector number 7, link coordinator, stripe supervisor, antenna ball polisher, mite wrangler. Barry, what do you think I should? Barry? Barry's gone. Now here, we're at J-Gate. Splits, Jackson, Buzz, Lou, and 2 other bees are going through final pre-flight checks, and Barry enters. All right, we got the sunflower patch in Quadrant 9, geranium window box on Sutton Place. Barry's antenna rings like a phone.
Hey, what happened to you? Where are you?
Barry whispers throughout.
I'm going out.
Out? Out where?
Out there.
Oh no.
I have to. Before I go to work for the rest of my life. You're going to die. You're crazy. Hello?
Oh, another call coming in. You're Barry hangs up. And we see Lou LaDuca. If anyone's feeling brave, there's a Korean deli on 83rd that gets their roses today.
Hey guys.
Well, look at that. Hey, isn't that the kid we saw yesterday? Hold it, son. Flight deck's restricted. That's okay, Lou. We're gonna take him up. Splits and Jackson chuckles. Really? Feeling lucky, are you? A younger, smaller bee than Barry, Chet, runs up with a release waiver for Barry to sign.
Sign here. Here. Just initial that. Thank you.
Okay. You got a rain advisory today as well. And as all you all know, bees cannot fly in the rain, so be careful. As always, watch your brooms, hockey sticks, dogs, birds, bears, and bats. Also, I got a couple reports of root beer being poured on us. Murphy's in a home because of it, just babbling like a cicada.
That's awful.
And a reminder for all you rookies. Bee law number 1. Absolutely no talking to humans. Alright, launch positions. The jocks get into formation, chanting as they move. Black and yellow. Hello? Are you ready for this, hot shot?
Yeah, bring it on.
Barry nods. Wind. Check. Antennas. Check. Nectar pack. Check. Wings. Check. Stinger. Check. Scared out of my shorts? Check. Okay, ladies, let's move it out. Everyone flips their goggles down, pick crew bees, crank their wings, and remove the starting blocks. We hear loud humming. Pound those panouches, you striped stem suckers. All of you, drain those flowers. A flight deck guy in deep crouch hand signals them out the archway as the backwash from the bee wings flutter his jumpsuit. Barry follows everyone. The bees climb above treetops in formation. Barry's euphoric. Whoa! I'm out! I can't believe I'm out! So blue. I feel so fast and free. Box kite! Wow! They fly by several bicyclists and approach a patch of flowers. Flowers! This is Blue Leader. We have roses visual. Bring it around 30 degrees and hold. Roses. 30 degrees, Roger. Bring it around. Many pollen jocks break off from the main group. They use their equipment to collect nectar from the flowers. Barry flies down to watch the jocks collect the nectar. Stand off to the side, kid. It's got a bit of a kick. The jock fires a gun and recoils. Barry watches the gun fill up with nectar. Oh, this is one nectar collector. You ever see the pollination up close? No, sir. He takes off, and the excess pollen dust falls, causing the flowers to come back to life. I pick some pollen up over here, sprinkle it over here, maybe a dash over there, pinch on that one. See? That? It's a little bit of magic, ain't it? The flowers perk up as he pollinates. Whoa! That's amazing. Why do we do that? That's pollen power, kid. More pollen, more flowers, more nectar, more honey for us. Cool. The jock winks at Barry. Barry rejoins the other jocks in the sky. They swoop in over a pond, kissing the surface. We see their images reflect in the water. They're really moving. They fly over a fountain. I'm picking up a lot of bright yellows. Could be daisies. Don't we need those? Copy that visual. We'll see what appears to be yellow flowers on a green field. They go into a deep bank and dive. Hold on, one of those flowers seems to be on the move. Say again? Are you reporting a moving flower? Affirmative. The pollen jocks land. It's a tennis court with dozens of tennis balls. A couple, Vanessa and Ken, are playing tennis. The bees land right in the midst of the group of balls. That was on the line! The other bees start walking around amongst the immense yellow globes. This is the coolest. What is it? They stop at a ball on a white line and look up at it. I don't know, but I'm loving this color. Smelling the tennis ball. Smells good. Not like a flower, but I like it. Yeah, fuzzy. Chemically. Careful, guys. It's a little grabby. Barry lands on a ball and collapses. Oh, my sweet lord of bees. Hey, Candy Brain, get off there! Oh, wait, wrong person. Barry attempts to pull his legs off, but they stick. Problem! A tennis shoe and a hand enter frame. The hand picks up the ball with Barry underneath it. Guys! This could be bad. Affirmative. Vanessa walks back to the service line, bounces the ball. Each time it bounces, the other bees cringe and gasp. Ooh. And we see Barry, terrified. Pure dumb luck he's not getting squished. Oh, very close. Gonna hurt. Mama's little boy. You're way out of position, rookie. And we see Vanessa serving. We see Barry and the ball up against the racket as she brings it back. She tosses the ball into the air. Barry's eyes widen. The ball is struck, and the rally is on. Coming at you like a missile. Ken hits the ball back. Barry feels the G-forces. We see the pollen jocks watching Barry pass them in a slow motion. Help me! You know, I don't think these are flowers. Should we tell him? I think he knows. What is this? Vanessa hits a high arching lob. Ken waits, poised for the return. We see Barry having trouble maneuvering the ball from fatigue. Match point! Angle on Ken running up. He has a killer look in his eyes. He's going to hit the ultimate overhead smash. You could just start packing up, honey, because I believe you're about to eat it. And we see the pollen jocks. Ken is distracted by the jock. What? Wait, no! He misses badly. The ball rockets into oblivion. Barry is still hanging on. And we see Ken berating himself. Oh, you cannot be serious. We hear the ball whistling and Barry screaming. Yowza! The ball flies through the air and lands in the middle of the street. It bounces into the street again, sticks in the grill of an SUV. From Barry's point of view, the grill of the SUV sucks him up. He tumbles through the black tunnel, whirling vanes and pistons. Barry gets chilled by the AC system and sees a frozen grasshopper. Ew. Gross. The car is packed with a typical suburban family. Mother, father, 8-year-old boy, little girl in a car seat, and a grandmother. A big slobbery dog is behind the grate. Barry pops into the passenger compartment, hitting the mother's magazine. There's a bee in the car! They all notice the bee and start screaming, Barry included. Ah! Barry tumbles around the car. We see the faces from his POV. Do something! I'm driving! Barry flies by the little girl in her car seat. She waves hello.
Hi, bee.
He's back here! He's going to sting me!
The car swerves around the road. Barry flies into the back, where the slobbery dog snaps at him. Barry deftly avoids the jaws and gross flying spittle. Nobody move! If you don't move, he won't sting you. Freeze! Everyone in the car freezes. Barry freezes. They stare at each other, eyes going back and forth, waiting to see who will make the first move. Barry blinks.
He blinked!
Granny pulls out a can of hairspray.
Spray him, Granny!
Granny sprays the hairspray everywhere. What are you doing?
It's hairspray! Extra hold!
Kill it!
Barry gets sprayed back by the hairspray, then sucked out of the sunroof. And we cut to the city streets. Whoa. The tension level out here is unbelievable. I've got to get home. As Barry flies down the street, it starts to rain. He nimbly avoids the rain at first. Whoa! Can't fly in the rain! Can't fly! A couple of drops hit him. His wings go limp, and he starts falling. Mayday! Be going down! Barry sees a window ledge and aims for it, and just makes it, shivering and exhausted. He crawls into an open window as it closes. And we're in Vanessa's apartment. Inside the window, Barry shakes off the rain like a dog. Vanessa, Ken, Andy, and Anna enter the apartment. Ken, can you please close the window? Huh? Oh. Hey, check out my new resume. I made it into a fold-out brochure. You see? It folds out. Ken holds up his brochure with photos of himself and a resume in the middle. And we see Barry hiding behind the curtains as Ken closes the window. Oh no, more humans. I don't need this. Barry hovers up into the air and throws himself into the glass. Oh, huh? What was that? He does this again, and then multiple more times. Maybe this time. 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 Barry jumps into the drapes. Drapes! That is diabolical. It's fantastic. It's got all my special skills, even my top 10 favorite movies. What's your number one? Star Wars? I don't go for that. Makes Star Wars noises. What's Star Wars noises? Like, kind of stuff. And now we see Barry. Oh, no wonder we're not supposed to talk to them. They're out of their minds. When I walk out of a job interview, they're flabbergasted. They can't believe the things I say. Barry looks around and sees the light bulb fixture in the middle of the ceiling. Oh, there's the sun. Maybe that's a way out. Barry takes off and heads straight for the light bulb. His point of view, the 75-watt label grows as he gets closer. I don't remember the sun having a big 75 on it. Barry hits the bulb and is knocked silly. He falls into a bowl of guacamole. Andy dips his chip in the guacamole, taking Barry with it. I'll tell you what. You know what? I predicted global warming. I could feel it getting hotter. At first, I thought it was just me. And we see a giant human mouth opening. Wait! Stop! Bee!
Kill it! Kill it!
They all jump up from the chairs. Andy looks around for something to use. Ken comes in for the kill with a big Timberland boot in each hand. Stand back. These are winter boots. Vanessa enters and stops Ken from squashing Barry. Wait! Don't kill him. Barry, we see his puzzled face. You know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me. Why does his life have any less value than yours? She takes a glass tumbler and places it over Barry. Why does his life have any less value than mine? Is that your statement? I'm just saying all life has value. You don't know what he's capable of feeling. Barry looks up through the glass and watches this conversation, astounded. Vanessa rips Ken's resume in half and slides it under the glass. My brochure! There's a moment of eye contact as she carries Barry to the window. She opens it and sets him free. There you go, little guy. I'm not scared of them, but you know, it's an allergy thing. Hey, why don't you put that on your resume brochure? It's not funny. My whole face could puff up. Make it one of your special skills. You know, knocking someone out is also a special skill. And we see the windowsill. Barry stares over the window frame. Can't believe what's just happened. It is still raining. Barry's still staring through the window. Inside, everyone's saying their goodbye. Vanessa, next week? Yogurt night? Yeah, sure, Ken. You know, whatever. You can put carob chips on there. Good night. As he exits, Ken says, it's supposed to be less calories or something. Bye. Vanessa shuts the door. And she starts cleaning up. I've got to say something. She saved my life. I've got to say something. All right, here it goes. Barry flies in. Barry hides himself in different products placed along the kitchen shelves. He hides on a Bumblebee tuna can and a Greetings from Coney Island Muscle Man postcard in the fridge. What would I say? I could really get in trouble. He stands, looking at Vanessa. It's bee law. You're not supposed to talk to humans. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've got to. Oh, no, I can't do it. Come on. No, yes, no, do it. I can't. How should I start? You like jazz? No, that's no good. Here she comes. Speak, you fool. As Vanessa walks by, Barry takes a deep breath. Hi. Vanessa drops a stack of dishes and hops back. I'm sorry. You're talking. Yes, I know. You're talking. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's fine. I know I'm dreaming, but I don't recall going to bed. Well, you know, I'm sure this is very disconcerting. Well, yeah. I mean, this is a bit of a surprise to me. I mean, you're a bee. Yes, I am a bee. And you know, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but they were all trying to kill me, and if it wasn't for you, I mean, I had to thank you. It's just the way I was raised. Vanessa intentionally jabs her hand with a fork. Ow. That was a little weird. I'm talking to a bee. Yeah. I'm talking to a bee. Anyway, and a bee is talking to me. Wait, I just want you to know that I'm grateful and I'm going to leave now. Wait.
How did you learn to do that? What? The talking thing? Same way you did, I guess? Mama, Dada, honey, you pick it up. That's very funny. Yeah, bees are funny. If we didn't laugh, we'd cry. With what we have to deal with. Anyway, can I, get you something? Like what? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Coffee? Well, I don't want to put you out. Oh, it's no trouble. Unless you're making anyway. Oh, wait, it takes 2 minutes. Really? It's just coffee. I hate to impose.
Don't be ridiculous.
Actually, I would love a cup.
Hey, you want a little rum cake?
I really shouldn't. Have a little rum cake. No, I can't. Oh, come on. You know, I'm trying to lose a couple of micrograms here.
Where?
Well, these stripes don't help. You look great. I don't know if you know anything about fashion. Vanessa starts pouring the coffee through an imaginary cup and directly onto the floor. Are you all right? No. Barry and Vanessa are drinking coffee on her roof terrace. He is perched on her keychain. He can't get a taxi. He's making the tie in the cab as they're flying up Madison. So he finally gets there. He runs up the steps onto the church. The wedding is on. Yeah? And he says, watermelon? I thought you said Guatemalan. Why would I marry a watermelon? Barry laughs. Vanessa doesn't. Oh, is that a bee joke? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we do. Yeah. Different. A beat. So, anyway, what are you gonna do, Barry? About work? I don't know. I want to do my part for the hive, but I can't do it the way they want. Yeah, I know how you feel. You do? Sure, my parents wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor, but I wanted to be a florist. Really? My only interest is flowers. Our new king was just elected with the same campaign slogan. Oh. Anyway, see, there's my hive. Right there. You can see it.
Oh, you're in Sheep Meadow.
Yeah. You know the turtle pond? Yeah. I'm right off that.
Oh, no way. I know that area.
Do you know I lost a toe ring there once? Really? Yeah. Why do girls put rings on their toes? Why not? I don't know. It's like putting a hat on your knees. Really? Oh, okay. A janitor in the background changes the light bulb. To him, it appears that Vanessa is talking to an imaginary friend. You all right, ma'am?
Oh, yeah, fine. Just having 2 cups of coffee.
Anyways, this has been great. Thanks for the coffee. Barry gazes at Vanessa.
Oh, yeah, it's no trouble.
Sorry I couldn't finish it. If I did, I'd be up the rest of my life. Can I take a piece of this with me?
Sure. Here, have a crumb.
She takes a crumb from the plate and hands it to Barry. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
There's an awkward pause. All right. Well then, I guess I'll see you around?
Or not. Or, okay, Barry. And thank you so much again for before.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was nothing.
Well, not nothing, but anyway. Vanessa extends her hand and shakes Barry's gingerly. The janitor watches. The light bulb shorts out. The janitor falls. Back at the Hunix building, we see a test bee wearing a parachute in a wind tunnel, hovering through increasingly heavy wind. Signs under the flashing light reads, "Test in progress" and "Hurricane survival test." Two bees in a lab coat are observing behind glass. This can't possibly work. Well, he's all set to go. We may as well try it. Okay, Dave, pull the chute. The test bee opens his parachute. He's instantly blown against the rear wall. Adam and Barry enter. Sounds amazing. Oh yeah, it was amazing. It's one of the scariest, happiest moments of my life. Humans. Humans. I can't believe you were with humans. Giant, scary humans. What were they like? Huge and crazy. They talk crazy. They eat crazy giant things. They drive around real crazy. And do they try and kill you like on TV? Some of them. But some of them don't. How'd you get back? Poodle. Look, you did it. And I'm glad. You saw whatever you wanted to see out there. You had your experience. And now you're back. You can pick out your job. And everything can be normal. And we see lab bees examining a candy corn through a microscope. Well. I met someone. You met someone? Was she bee-ish? Not a wasp. Your parents will kill you. No, not a wasp. Spider? You know, I'm not attracted to the spiders. I know to everyone else it's like the hottest thing with the 8 legs and all. I can't get by with that face. Barry makes a spider face. So, who is she? She's a human. Oh, no. That didn't happen. You didn't do that. That is bee law. You wouldn't break bee law. Her name's Vanessa. Oh boy. She's so nice. And she's a florist. Oh, no. You're dating a human florist? We're not dating. You're flying outside the hive. You're talking to human beings that attack our homes with power washers and M80s. That's like 1/8 of a stick of dynamite. She saved my life, and she understands me. This is over. Barry pulls out the crumb. Eat this. Barry stuffed the crumb into Adam's face. This is not... What was that? They called it a crumb. That was so stinging, stripy. And that's not even what they eat. That's just what falls off what they eat. Do you know what a Cinnabon is? No. It's bread. Come in here. And cinnamon. Be quiet. And frosting, they heat it up. Sit down. Adam's office. Really hot. Listen to me. We are not them. We're us. There's us. And then there's them. Yeah, but who can deny the heart that is yearning? Barry rolls his chair down the corridor. There's no yearning. Stop yearning. Listen to me. You have got to start thinking. Bee. My friend. Another bee joins in. Thinking bee. Wider shot as a third bee enters, popping up over the cubicle wall.
Thinking bee.
Even wider shot as all the bees join in. Thinking bee, thinking bee, thinking bee. And we cut to the backyard of parents' house. Barry sits on a raft in a hexagon honey pool, legs dangling into the water. Janet Benson and Martin Benson stand over him wearing big 60s sunglasses and a cabana-type outfits. The sun shines brightly behind their heads.
There he is. He's in the pool.
You know what your problem is, Barry? I've got to start thinking bee. Barry, how much longer is this going to go on? It's been 3 days. I don't understand why you're not working. Well, I've got a lot of big life decisions I'm thinking about. What life? You have no life. You have no job. You're barely a bee. Barry throws his hands in the air. Ugh.
Would it kill you to just make a little honey?
Barry rolls off the raft and sinks to the bottom of the pool. We hear his parents' muffled voices from above the surface.
There! Come out from under there! Your father's talking to you! Martin, are you talking? Barry, I'm talking to you!
And we dissolve to the picnic area where Sugar Sugar by the Archies is playing. Barry and Vanessa are having a picnic. A mosquito lands on Vanessa's leg. She swats it violently. Barry's head whips around, aghast. They stare at each other, awkwardly in a frozen moment, then burst into hysterical laughter. Vanessa gets up.
You coming?
Got everything?
All set.
Vanessa gets into a one-man ultralight plane with a black and yellow paint scheme. She puts on her helmet. You go ahead. I'll catch up.
Don't be too long.
The ultralight takes off. Barry catches up. They fly side by side.
Watch this.
Vanessa does a loop and flies right into the side of a mountain, bursting into a huge ball of flames.
Vanessa!
Barry's face bursts through the surface of the pool, gasping for air, eyes opening in horror. We're still here, Barry.
I told you not to yell at him. He doesn't respond when you yell at him.
Then why are you yelling at me?
Because you don't listen.
I'm not listening to this. Barry is toweling off, putting on his sweater.
Sorry, Mom.
I've got to go.
And where are you going?
Nowhere. I'm meeting a friend. Barry jumps off the balcony and exits.
A girl? Is that why you can't decide? Bye. I just hope she's bee-ish.
And we cut to Vanessa's florist shop. Vanessa flips the sign to say, sorry we missed you, and locks the door. We see a poster on Vanessa's door for the Tournament of Roses parade in Pasadena. So they have a huge parade of just flowers every year in Pasadena?
Oh, to be in the Tournament of Roses, that's every florist's dream. Up on a float, surrounded by flowers, crowds cheering.
Wow, a tournament? Do the Roses actually compete in athletic events? Oh, no. All right, I've got one. How come you don't fly everywhere? It's exhausting. Why don't you run everywhere? Isn't it faster? Wait.
Yeah, okay, I see, all right, your turn.
Barry and Vanessa fly down a New York side street. No other pedestrians near them. Ah, TiVo. You can just freeze live TV? That's insane.
What, you don't have anything like that?
Well, we have HIVO, but it's a disease. It's a horrible, horrible disease. Oh my. They turn the corner into a busier avenue and people start to swat at Barry. Dumb bees. Oh.
You must just want to sting all those jerks.
We really try not to sting. It's usually fatal for us. Oh, so you really have to watch your temper. They enter a supermarket. Oh yeah, very carefully. You kick a wall, take a wall, write an angry letter, and throw it out. You work through it like any emotion. Anger, jealousy, lust. Barry hops on top of some cardboard boxes in the middle of an aisle. A stock boy, Hector, whacks him with a rolled up magazine. Oh my goodness. Are you okay? Yeah. Oof. Vanessa whacks Hector over the head with the magazine.
What is wrong with you?
It's a bug.
Well, he's not bothering anybody. Get out of here, you creep.
Vanessa pushes him and Hector exits, muttering. What was that? A pick and save circular? Yeah, it was. Wait, how did you know? It felt like about 10 pages. 75 is pretty much our limit. Boy, you really got that down to a science. Oh, we have to. I lost a cousin to the tally in Vogue. I'll bet. Barry stops, sees the wall of honey jars. What in the name of mighty Hercules is this? How did this get here? Cute Bee, Golden Blossom, Ray Liotta Private Select? Is he an actor? I've never heard of him. Why is this here?
For people. We eat it.
Why? You don't have enough food of your own?
Well, yes, we...
How do you even get it?
Well, bees make it.
Well, I know who make it.
And it's hard to make it. There's heating and cooling and stirring. You need the whole Krellman thing. It's organic. It's our organic. It's just honey, Barry. Just...
What?
Bees don't know about this. This is stealing.
A lot of stealing. You've taken our homes, our schools, our hospitals. This is all we have. And it's on sale? I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to get to the bottom of all of this. He rips the label off the Ray Liotta Private Select. Exit in the back of the supermarket's loading dock. Barry disguises himself by blacking out his yellow lines with a magic marker and putting on some war paint. He sees Hector, the stock boy, with a knife cutting open cardboard boxes filled with honey jars. You almost done? Almost. Barry steps in some honey, making a snapping noise. Hector stops and turns. He's here. I sense it. Hector grabs his box cutter. Barry reacts, hides himself behind the box again. Well, I guess I'll go home now. And just leave this nice honey out with no one around. Hector pretends to exit. He takes a couple of steps in place. The honey jar. Barry steps out into a moody spotlight. You're busted, box boy! Ha! I knew I heard something, so you can talk. Barry flies up, stinger out, pushing Hector up against the wall. As Hector backs up, he drops his knife. Oh, I can talk. And now you're going to start talking. Where are you getting all the sweet stuff? Who's your supplier? I don't know what you're talking about. I thought we were all friends. The last thing we want to do is upset any of you bees. Hector grabs a pushpin. Barry fences with his stinger. You're too late. It's ours now. You, sir, have crossed the wrong sword. You, sir, are about to be lunch for my iguana. Ignacio? Barry and Hector get into a cross swords, nose-to-nose confrontation. Where is this honey coming from? Barry knocks the pushpin out of his hand. Barry puts his stinger up to Hector's nose. Tell me, where? Pointing at the truck. Honey farms. It comes from honey farms. And we see a honey farm truck leaving the parking lot. Barry turns, takes off after the truck through an alley. He follows the truck out on a busy street, dodging a bus and several cabs.
Crazy person!
He flies through a metal pipe at the top of the truck. Whoa! Barry grabs onto a bicycle messenger's backpack. The honey farm truck starts to pull away. Barry uses the bungee cord to slingshot himself towards the truck. He lands on the windshield where the wind plasters him to the glass. He looks up to find himself surrounded by what appears to be dead bugs. He climbs across, working his way around the bodies. Oh, my. What horrible thing has happened here? Look at these faces. They never knew what hit them. And now they're on the road to nowhere. A mosquito opens its eyes. Psst!
Just keep still.
What, you're not dead?
Do I look dead? Hey, man. Don't wipe anything that moves. Now, where are you headed?
To honey farms. I'm on something huge here.
I'm going to Alaska. Moose blood. Crazy stuff. Blows your head off.
I'm going to Tacoma. What about you? Oh.
He really is dead.
Oh, alright. The wiper comes towards him.
Uh-oh. What is that? Oh no! It's a wiper. Triple blade.
Triple blade? Jump on! It's your only chance, B. They hang on to the wiper as the wiper goes back and forth. The mosquito yelling to the truck driver through the glass.
Why does everything have to be so doggone clean? How much do you people need to see? Open your eyes. Stick your head out the window.
Inside the truck, on the radio. For NPR News in Washington, I'm Carl Cassell.
But don't kill no more bugs.
A mosquito is flung off the wiper.
Bee! Moose blood guy.
Barry slides towards the end of the wiper, is thrown off, but he grabs the aerial and hangs on for dear life. Barry looks across and sees a cricket on another vehicle in the exact same predicament. They look at each other and scream in unison. Ah! Another bug grabs onto the aerial and screams as well. Inside the truck cab. Hey, you hear something? Like what? Like tiny screaming. Turn off the radio. The driver reaches down and presses a button, lowering the aerial. Barry and the other bugs do a choose up to the bottom. Barry wins. Aha! Then he finally has to let go and gets thrown into the truck horn atop cab. Moose blood is inside.
Hey, what's up, B-boy?
Oh, hey, blood. And it was just an endless row of honey jars as far as the eye could see. Wow. So I'm just assuming wherever this honey truck goes, that's where they're getting it. I mean, that honey's ours.
Bees hang tight.
Well, we're all jammed in there. It's a close community. Not us, man. We're on our own. Every mosquito is on his own. But what if you get in trouble? Trouble? You're a mosquito. You're in trouble. Nobody likes us. They're just all smacking. People see a mosquito. Smack, smack. Oh, at least you're out in the world. You must meet a lot of girls. Mosquito girls try to trade up. Get with a moth, dragonfly. Mosquito girls don't want no mosquito. A bloodmobile pulls up alongside. Whoa, you've got to be kidding me. Moose Blood's about to leave the building. So long, bee. The moose bee exits the horn and jumps onto the bloodmobile. Hey guys, I knew I'd catch you all down here. Did you bring your crazy straws? We cut to the apiary. Barry sees a sign, Honey Farms. The truck comes to a stop. The honey farm truck blares its horn. Barry flies out, lands on the hood. And we see two beekeepers, Freddie and Elmo, walking around to the back of the gift shop. Barry follows them and lands in a nearby tree. Then we throw it in some jars, slap a label on it, and it's pretty much pure profit. What is this place? Bees got a brain the size of a pinhead. Yeah, they are pinheads. They both laugh. They arrive at the back of the shop where one of them opens a smoker box. Hey, check out the new smoker. No, sweet. That's the one you want. Thomas 3000. Smoker? 90 puffs a minute, semi-automatic, twice the nicotine, all the char. A couple of breaths of this and it knocks them right out. They make the honey, we make the money. They make the honey, we make the money. Barry climbs onto the netting of Freddy's hat. He climbs up to the brim and looks over the edge. He sees the apiary boxes as Freddy smokes them. Oh my. As Freddy turns around, Barry jumps into an open apiary box and into an apartment. Howard and Fran are just coming to from the smoking. What's going on? Are you okay? Yeah, it doesn't last too long. How did you two get here? Do you know you're in a fake hive with fake walls? Pointing to a picture on the wall. Our queen was moved here. We had no choice. This is your queen? That's a man in women's clothes. That's a drag queen. The other wall opens. Barry sees the hundreds of apiary boxes. What is this? Barry pulls out his camera and starts snapping. Oh no. There's hundreds of them. Bee honey, our honey, is being brazenly stolen on a massive scale. After Barry's revelation at the honey farm, Barry returns to his parents' house. Barry has assembled his parents, Adam, and Uncle Carl. This is worse than anything the bears have done to us, and I intend to do something about it. Oh, Barry, stop. Who told you that humans are taking our honey? That's just rumors. Do these look like rumors? Barry throws the pictures on the table. Uncle Carl, cleaning his glasses with his shirt tail, digs through a bowl of nuts with his fingers. That's a conspiracy theory. These are obviously doctored photos.
Barry, how did you get mixed up in all this?
Because he's been talking to humans.
What?
Talking to humans? Oh, Barry. He has a human girlfriend, and they make out.
Make out? Barry!
We do not. But yeah, you wish you did. Whose side are you on? The bees! Uncle Carl stands up and pulls his pants up to his chest. I dated a cricket once in San Antonio. Man, those crazy legs kept me up all night. Hotcha!
Barry, this is what you want to do with your life?
This is what I want to do for all our lives. Nobody works harder than bees. Dad, I remember you coming home some nights so overworked, your hands were still stirring. You couldn't stop them.
I remember that.
What right do they have to our hard-earned honey? We're living on 2 cups a year. We're putting it in lip balm for no reasons whatsoever. Even if that's true, Barry, what could one bee do? I'm going to sting them where it hurts. In the face? No. In the eye. That would really hurt. No. Up the nose. That's a killer. No. There's only one place you can sting the humans. One place where it really matters. The news studio. Dramatic news music plays as the opening news sequence rolls. We see the Hive at 5 logo, followed by shots of past news events. A bee freeway chase, a bee beard protest rally, and a bear pawing at the hive as the bees flees in panic. Hive at 5. The Hive's only full-hour action news source. Shots of newscasters flash up on the screen. With Bob Bumble at the anchor desk. Bob has a big shock of anchorman hair, gray temples, and overly white teeth. Weather with Storm Stinger, sports with Buzz Larvey, and Janet Chang. Janet is an Asian bee. Good evening, I'm Bob Bumble.
And I'm Janet Chang.
Our top story, a tri-state, Our top story, a tri-county bee, Barry Benson, insert Barry's graduation picture, is saying he intends to sue the human race for stealing our honey, packaging it, and profiting from it illegally. B. Larry King, wearing suspenders and glasses, is interviewing Barry. Lower third chyron reads, B. Larry King Live. Don't forget, tomorrow night on B. Larry King, we're going to have 3 former queens all right here in our studio discussing their new book, Classy Ladies, out this week on Hexagon. Tonight, we're talking to Barry Benson. Do you ever think, I'm just a kid from the hive, I can't do this?
Larry, bees have never been afraid to change the world. I mean, what about B. Columbus? B. Gandhi? B. Jesus?
Well, where I'm from, you wouldn't think of suing humans. We're thinking more like stickball, candy stores.
How old are you?
I want you to know that the entire bee community is supporting you in this case, which is certain to be the trial of the bee century.
Thank you, Larry. You know, they have a Larry King in the human world, too.
It's a common name. Next week on B. Larry King.
No, I mean, he looks like you. And he has a show with suspenders and different colored dots behind him.
Next week on B. Larry King.
Old guy glasses, and there's quotes along the bottom of the guests you're watching, even though you just heard them.
Bear Week next week. They're scary, they're hairy, and they're here live.
B. Larry King exits. Always leans forward, pointy shoulders, squinty eyes, very Jewish.
Back at Vanessa's flower shop, stacks of law books are piled up. Legal forms. Vanessa is talking with Ken in the other room.
Look, in tennis, you attack at the point of weakness. But it was my grandmother, Ken. She's 81.
Honey, her backhand's a joke. I'm not going to take advantage of that.
Quiet, please. Actual work going on here.
Is that the same bee?
Yes, it is. I'm helping him sue the human race.
What? Barry enters. Oh.
Hello.
Hello, bee. Barry flies over to Vanessa.
This is Ken.
Yeah, I remember you. Timberland. Size 10-12. Vibram Soul, I believe.
Why does he talk like that, hun? Why does he talk again, hun? Listen, you'd better go because we're really busy working.
But it's our yogurt night.
Oh, bye. Bye.
Vanessa closes the door.
Why is yogurt night so difficult?
Vanessa enters the back room carrying coffee.
Oh, you poor thing. You two have been at this for hours.
Yeah, and Adam here has been a huge help. Angle on a empty Cinnabon box with Adam asleep inside, covered in frosting.
How many sugars?
Just one. I try not to use competition.
So, why are you helping me anyways? Bees have good qualities.
Barry, rowing on the sugar cube like a gondola.
C. Certo. And it feels good to take my mind off the shop. I don't know why, instead of flowers, people are giving balloon bouquets now.
Oh, yeah.
Those are great. If you're 3. And artificial flowers. Oh, they just get me psychotic. Yeah, me too. The bent stingers, the pointless pollinations. Oh, wait, no, sorry. The bent stingers, the pointless pollinations. Bees must hate those fake plastic things. There's nothing worse than a daffodil that's had work done. Well, maybe this can make up for it. A little bit. They exit the store and cross to the mailbox. You know, Barry, this lawsuit is a pretty big deal. I guess. Are you sure that you want to go through with it? Am I sure? When I'm done with the humans, they won't be able to say, honey, I'm home without paying a royalty. In the Manhattan courthouse, we see camera feed turn on, revealing a news person. Sarah, it's an incredible scene here in downtown Manhattan where all eyes and ears of the world are anxiously waiting. Because for the first time in history, we're going to hear for ourselves if a honeybee can actually speak. And we see Barry, Vanessa, and Adam getting out of a cab. The press spots Barry and Vanessa and pushes in. Adam sits on Vanessa's shoulder. Barry, Vanessa, and Adam enter the courthouse and sit at the plaintiff's table. What have we gotten into here, Barry? I don't know, but it's pretty big, isn't it? I can't believe how many humans don't have to be at work during the day. Hey, you think these billion-dollar multinational food companies have good lawyers? And we see a big black car pulling up to the courthouse. The grille filling the frame. We see LTM on the hood ornament. The defense lawyer, Leighton T. Montgomery, comes out, squashing a bug on the pavement. Barry shudders inside the courthouse. What's the matter? I don't know. I just gotta chill. Montgomery enters. He walks by Barry's table, shaking a honey packet. Well, if it isn't the B team, any of you boys work on this? The judge enters. All rise. The Honorable Judge Bumbleton presiding. All right. Case number 4475, Superior Court of New York, Barry B. Benson versus the honey industry is now in session. Mr. Montgomery, you're representing the 5 major food companies collectively. We see Montgomery's briefcase. It has an embossed emblem of an eagle holding up a gavel in one talon and a briefcase in the other. A privilege. Mr. Benson, Barry stands. You are representing all bees of the world. Montgomery, the stenographer and the jury, leans in. The spectators outside freeze. The helicopters angle forward and listen closely. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Yeah, I'm kidding. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready to proceed. The courtroom is abuzz with hubbub. And Mr. Montgomery, your opening statement, please. Montgomery rises. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my grandmother was a simple woman. Born on a farm, she believed it was a man's divine right to benefit from the bounty of nature God put before us. If we were to live in the topsy-turvy world Mr. Benson imagines, just think of what it would mean. Maybe I would have negotiated with the silkworm for the elastic in my breeches. Talking bee. How do we know this isn't some sort of holographical motion picture capture Hollywood wizardry? They could be using laser beams, robotics, ventriloquism, cloning, for all we know. He could be on steroids. Montgomery leers at Barry, who moves to the stand. Mr. Benson. Barry makes his opening statement. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there's no trickery here.
I'm just an ordinary bee. And as a bee, honey's pretty important to me. It's important to all bees. We invented it, we make it, and we protect it with our lives. Unfortunately, there are some people in this room who think they can take whatever they want from us, because we're the little guys. And what I'm hoping is that after this is all over, you'll see how by taking our honey, you're not only taking away everything we have, but everything we are. We see Vanessa smiling. The bee gallery wiping tears away. Then we cut to the Benson house. Barry's family is watching the case on TV.
Oh, I wish he would dress like that all the time. So nice.
Call your first witness. So, Mr. Klaus Vanderhayden of Honey Farm. Pretty big company you have there. I suppose so. And I see you also own Honey Burton and Honrun? Yes, they provide beekeepers for our farms. Beekeeper. I find that to be a very disturbing term. I have to say, I don't imagine you employ any bee freers, do you? No. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. No. No, because you don't free bees, you keep bees. And not only that, it seems you thought a bear would be an appropriate image for a jar of honey. Well, they're very lovable creatures. Yogi Bear, Fozzie Bear, Build-A-Bear. Yeah, you mean like this? Vanessa and the superintendent from her building enter with a giant, ferocious grizzly bear. He has a neck collar and chains extending from either side. By pulling the chains, they bring him directly in front of Vanderhayden. The bear lunges and roars. Bears kill bees. How would you like his big hairy head crashing into your living room, biting into your couch, spitting out your throw pillow? Roar, roar. The bear reacts. Roar. Okay, that's enough. Take him away. Vanessa and the superintendent pull the bear out of the courtroom. Vanderhayden trembles. The judge glares at him. Some time has passed, and a little later in the courtroom, Barry questions Sting. So, Mr. Sting, thank you for being here. Your name intrigues me, I have to say. Where have I heard it before? I was with a band called the Police. But you've never been a police officer of any kind, have you? No, I haven't. No, you haven't. And so here we have yet another example of bee culture being casually stolen by a human for nothing more than a prance-about stage name. Oh, please. Have you ever been stung, Mr. Sting? Because I'm feeling a little stung, Sting. Or should I say, Mr. Gordon M. Sumner? The jury gasps to his aid. That's not his real name, you idiots! Later on in the courtyard, in the courthouse, Mr. Leota, first may I offer my belated congratulations on your Emmy win for a guest spot on ER in 05. Oh, thank you. I also see from your resume that you're devilishly handsome, but with a churning inner turmoil that's always ready to blow. I enjoy what I do. Is that a crime? Not yet, it isn't. But isn't this what it's come to for you, Mr. Leota? Oh, it's a guy. Exploiting tiny, helpless bees so you don't have to rehearse your parts or learn your lines, sir? Watch it, Benson. I could blow right now. This isn't good, fellas. This is a bad fella. Why doesn't someone just step on this little creep and we can all go home? You're all thinking it. Say it. Order. Order in this courthouse. A montage of newspaper headlines follow. New York Post. Beats to human. Buzz off. New York Telegram. Subi. Daily Variety. Studio dumps Leota project. Slams door on unlawful entry 2. And now we're in Vanessa's apartment. Barry and Vanessa are having a candlelit dinner. Visible behind Barry is a little Missy set box with the flaps open. Well, I just think that was awfully nice of that bear to pitch in like that.
I'm telling you, I think the jury's on our side. Are we doing everything right? You know, legally? I'm a florist.
Right. Barry raises his glass. Well, here's to our great team.
To our great team.
They toast. Ken enters. Well, hello.
Oh, Ken.
Hello?
I didn't think you were coming.
No, I was just late. I tried to call, but the battery.
Oh. I didn't want all this to go to waste, so I called Barry. Luckily, he was free.
Yeah. Oh, that was lucky.
Well, there's still a little left. I could heat it up.
Yeah, heat it up. Sure. Whatever. Vanessa exits. Ken and Barry look to each other as Barry eats. So, I hear you're quite a tennis player. I'm not much for the game myself. I find the ball a little grabby. Yeah, that's where I usually sit. Right there.
Ken, Barry was looking at your resume, and he agreed with me that eating with chopsticks isn't really a special skill.
You think I don't see what you're doing? Hey, look, I know how hard it is trying to find the right job. We certainly have that in common. Do we?
Well, bees have 100% employment,
Of course. But we do jobs like taking the crud out. That's just what I was thinking about doing. Ken holds up his table knife. It slips out of his hand. He goes under the table to pick it up.
Ken, I let Barry borrow your razor for all his fuzz. I hope that was all right.
Ken hits his head on the table. I'm gonna go drain the old singer. Yeah, you do that. Barry exits the bathroom, grabbing a small piece of Variety magazine on the way. Oh, look at that. Ken slams the champagne down on the table. Ken closes his eyes and buries his face in his hands. He grabs a magazine on the way into his bathroom. In the bathroom, Ken enters and closes the door behind him. He's not happy. Barry's washing his hands. He glances back at Ken. You know, I've just about had it with your little mind games.
What's that?
Italian Vogue. Mamma mia, that's a lot of pages. It's a lot of ads. Remember what Van said? Why is your life any more valuable than mine? It's funny. I just can't seem to recall that. Ken whacks at Barry with the magazine. He misses and knocks everything off the vanity. Ken grabs a can of air freshener. I think something stinks in here. He sprays at Barry. Oh, I love the smell of flowers. Yeah? How do you like the smell of flames? Ken lights the stream. No, not as much. Barry flies in a circle. Ken, trying to stay with him, spins in place. We angle on flames outside the bathroom door. Ken slips on the Italian Vogue, falls backwards into the shower, pulling down the shower curtains. The can hits him in the head, followed by the shower curtain rod and the rubber duck. Ken reaches back, grabs the handheld shower head, and whips around, looking for Barry. A water bug near the drain. Water bug, not taking sides. Barry is on the toilet tank. He comes out from behind a shampoo bottle wearing a chapstick cap as a helmet. Ken, look at me! I'm wearing a chapstick hat! This is pathetic! Angle on. Ken turning the hand shower nozzle from gentle to turbo to lethal. I've got issues! Ken fires the water at Barry, knocking him to the toilet. The items from the vanity, emery board, lipstick, eye curler, etc., are on the toilet seat. Ken looks down at Barry. Well, a royal flush. You're bluffing. Am I? Ken flushes the toilet. Barry grabs the emery board and uses it to surf. He puts his hand in the water while he's surfing. Some water splashes on Ken. Surf's up, dude! Ah! Poo water! He does some skateboard-style half-pipe riding. Barry surfs out of the toilet. That bowl is gnarly. Ken tries to get a shot at him with a toilet brush. Except for those dirty yellow rings. Vanessa enters.
Kenneth, what are you doing?
You know what? I don't even like honey. I don't even eat it. We need to talk. She pulls Ken out by his ear. Ken glares at Barry. In the hallway, he's just a little bee, and he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time. Long time? What are you talking about? Are there other bugs in your life? No, but there are other things bugging me in life, and you're one of them. Fine. Talking bees. No yogurt night. Ugh, my nerves are fried from riding on this emotional roller coaster. Goodbye, Ken. Ugh. Whew. Ken exits, then re-enters frame. And for your information, I prefer sugar-free artificial sweetener. Made by man. He exits again. The door slams behind him. I'm sorry about all that. Ken re-enters. I know it's got an aftertaste. I like it. I always felt there was some kind of barrier between Ken and me. I couldn't overcome it. Oh well. Are you going to be okay for the trial tomorrow? Oh, I believe Mr. Montgomery is out of ideas. We're back in the courtyard. What am I saying? God, I'm like brain dead. We're back in the courtroom. We see a medium shot of Montgomery standing at his table. We would like to call Mr. Barry Benson B to the stand. Now that's a good idea. You can really see why he's considered one of the very best lawyers. Oh. Barry rolls his eyes. He gets up, takes the stand. A juror in a striped shirt applauds. Leighton, you've got to weave some magic with this jury or it's going to be all over. Montgomery is holding a book, The Secret Life of Bees. Confidently whispering, Oh, don't worry, Mr. Gamble. The only thing I have to do to turn this jury around is to remind them of what they don't like about bees. You got the tweezers? Mr. Gamble nods and pats his breast pocket. Are you allergic? Only to losing, son. Only to losing. Montgomery approaches the stand. Mr. Benson B., I'll ask you what I think we'd all like to know. What exactly is your relationship to that woman? Montgomery points to Vanessa. We're friends. Good friends? Yes. How good? What? Do you live together? Wait a minute. This isn't about... Are you her little... bedbug? Hey, that's not the kind of... I've seen a bee documentary or two. Now, from what I understand, doesn't your queen give birth to all the bee children in the hive? Yes, but... So those aren't even your real parents. And they cut over to Barry's parents. Oh, Barry. Yes, they are! Hold me back! Vanessa holds him back with a coffee stir. Montgomery points to Barry's parents. You're an illegitimate bee, aren't you, Benson? He's denouncing bees! All the bees in the courtroom start to hum. They're agitated. And don't y'all date your cousins? Vanessa lets go of Adam. Objection! Adam explodes from the table and flies towards Montgomery. I'm gonna pincushion this guy! Montgomery turns around and positions himself by the judge's bench. He sticks his butt out. Montgomery winks at his team. Adam, don't! It's what he wants! Adam shoves Barry out of the way. Adam stings Montgomery in the butt. The jury reacts, aghast. Ow! I'm hit! Oh, Lordy, I'm hit! The judge bangs her gavel. Order! Order! Please, Mr. Montgomery! The venom is coursing through my veins. I have been felled by a winged beast of destruction. You see, you can't treat them like equals. They're striped savages, stinging the only thing they know. It's their way. We see Adam collapse on the floor. Barry rushes to his side. Adam, stay with me. I can't feel my legs. Montgomery falls on the bailiff. Take it easy. Oh, what angel of mercy will come forward to suck the poison from my heaving buttocks? The jury recoils. Please, I will have order in this court. Order, order, please.
What is going on?
Now I'm back in the hospital. The case of the honeybees versus the human race took a pointed turn again against the bees yesterday when one of their legal teams stung Leighton T. Montgomery. Now here's Dawn with the 5-day. A nurse lets Barry into the room. Barry carries the flower. Thank you. Barry stands over Adam in a bed. Barry lays the flowers down next to him. The TV is on. Hey, buddy. Hey, is there much pain? Adam has a bee-sized painkiller honey button near his head that he presses. Yeah. Oh, I blew the whole case, didn't I? Oh, it doesn't matter. The important thing is you're alive. You could have died. I'd have been better off dead. Look at me. Adam throws the blanket off his lap, revealing a green sandwich sword stinger. They got it from the cafeteria. They got it from downstairs. And a tuna sandwich. Look, there's a little celery still on it. What was it like to sting someone? I can't explain it. It was all adrenaline and then ecstasy. Barry looks at Adam. All right. You think it was all a trap? Of course. I'm sorry. I flew us right into this. What were we thinking? Look at us. We're just a couple of bugs in this world. What do you think the humans will do to us if they win? I don't know. I hear they put the roaches in motels. That doesn't sound so bad. Adam, they check in, but they don't check out. Oh my. The hospital window. We see 3 people smoking outside on the sidewalk. The smoke drifts in. Adam coughs. Say, could you get a nurse to close the window? Why? Smoke. Bees don't smoke. Right. Bees don't smoke. Bees don't smoke. But some bees are smoking. Adam, that's it. That's our case. Adam starts putting his clothes on. It is? It's not over? No. Get up. Get dressed. I've got somewhere to go. You get back to the court and stall. Stall any way you can. Adam is folding a piece of paper into a bow. And assuming you've done step 29 correctly, you're ready for the tub. The jury, all with paper boats on their own. Oh. And we see Montgomery frustrated with Gamel, who's making a boat also. Monty crumples Gamel's boat and throws it at him. Mr. Flayman? Yes, Your Honor? Where is the rest of your team? Well, Your Honor, it's interesting. You know, bees are trained to fly kind of haphazardly, and as a result, quite often we don't make very good time. I actually once heard a pretty funny story about a bee. Your Honor, haven't these ridiculous bugs taken up enough of this court's valuable time? Montgomery rolls out of it from behind his table. He's suspended in a large baby chair with wheels. How much longer are we going to allow these absurd shenanigans to go on? They've presented no compelling evidence to support their charges against my clients, who all run perfectly legitimate businesses. I move for a complete dismissal of this entire case. Mr. Flayman, I am afraid I'm going to have to consider Mr. Montgomery's motion. But you can't. We have a terrific case. Where's your proof? Where is the evidence? Show me the smoking gun. Barry busts through the door. Hold it, Your Honor. You want a smoking gun? Here is your smoking gun. Vanessa enters, holding a bee smoker. Vanessa slams the bee smoker onto the judge's bench. What is this? It's a bee smoker. Montgomery grabs the smoker. What, this? This harmless little contraption? This couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a bee. He unintentionally points it towards the bee gallery, knocking them all out. The jury gasps. The press snaps pictures of them. Members of the jury, look at what has happened to the bees who have never been asked, smoking or non. Is this what nature intended for us? To be forcibly addicted to these smoke machines in man-made wooden slate work camps, living out our lives as honey slaves to the white man? Barry gestures dramatically towards Montgomery's racially mixed table. The black lawyer slowly moves his chair away. What are we gonna do?
He's playing the species card.
Barry lands on the scale of justice by the judge's bench. It balances as he lands. Ladies and gentlemen, please, free these bees. Jury chanting, free these bees. The court finds in favor of the bees. The chaos continues. Barry flies over to Vanessa with his hands up for a high five.
Vanessa, we won! Yeah, I knew you could do it. High five!
She high fives Barry, sending him crashing to the table. He bounces right back up.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, I'm okay. Vanessa, do you know what this means? All the honey is finally going to belong to the bees. Now we won't have to work so hard all the time. Montgomery approaches Barry, surrounded by the press. The camera and microphone go to Montgomery. This is an unholy perversion of the balance of nature, Benson. You'll regret this. And we see Barry's deer in headlights expression as the press push microphones in his face. Barry, how much honey do you think is out there? All right, one at a time.
Barry, who are you wearing?
My sweater is Ralph Lauren, and I have no pants. The press follows Barry as he exits, and we see Anna and Vanessa. What if Montgomery's right?
What do you mean?
We've been living the bee way a long time. 27 million years. In the honey farms. Congratulations on your victory. What are you going to do to demand a settlement? First, we're going to demand a complete shutdown of all bee work camps. Then we want to get back all the honey that was ours to begin with. Every last drop. We demand an end to the glorification of the bear as anything more than filthy, smelly, big-headed, bad-breath stink machine. I believe we're all well aware of what they do in the woods. We'll no longer tolerate derogatory bee-negative nicknames, unnecessary inclusion of honey in bogus health products, and a la-di-da tea-time human snack garnishment. Close-up on ATF jacket with the yellow letters. Camera pulls back, and we see an army of bees and human agents wearing hastily made alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and honey jackets. Barry supervises. The gate to honey farms is locked permanently. All the smokers are collected and locked up. All the bees leave the apiary. And we cut to the outside of a supermarket. Agents begin yanking honey off the supermarket shelves and out of shopping baskets. And in New Hive City, the bees tear down a honey bear statue. In the Yellowstone forest, we see the point of view of a sniper's crosshairs. An animated bear character look-alike turns his head towards the camera. Wait for my signal. Barry lowering his binoculars. Take him out. The sniper shoots the bear. It hits him in the shoulder. The bear looks at it. He gets woozy and the honey jar falls out of his lap. The ATF&H agent catches it. He'll have a little nausea for a few hours, then he'll be fine. The ATF&H agent slap cuffs on Sting, who is meditating.
But it's just a prance about stage name.
A woman is taking a shower and using honey shampoo. The ATF&H agent pulls the shower curtains aside and grabs her bottle of shampoo. The woman screams. The agent turns to the three other agents and Barry. And we see Barry looking at the label on the shampoo bottle, shaking his head and writing on his clipboard. At the supermarket cafe, another customer, an old lady, having her tea with a little jar of honey, gets her face pushed down into the table and turned to the side by two agents. One of the agents has a gun to her.
Can't breathe.
Now we're in Central Park. An oil drum of honey is connected to Barry's hive. Bring it in, boys. Inside Hunnix, we see honey go past the 3-cup hash mark and begin to overflow. A worker bee rungs up to Buzzwell. Mr. Buzzwell, we just passed 3 cups. And there's a gallon more is coming. I think we need to shut down. Shut down? We've never shut down. Buzzwell overlooking the factory floor. Shut down honey production! Stop making honey! 2 bees, each with a key. Turn your key, sir! They turn the keys simultaneously, war game style, shutting down the honey machine. And we see the taffy pull machine Centrifuge and chrome and all slowly come to a stop. The bees look around, bewildered. What do we do now? The bee. Cannonball! He jumps into a honey vat. Doesn't penetrate the surface. He looks around and slowly sinks down to his wrist. The whistles blow and all the bees all stream out to the exit. At J-Gate, Lou Loduca gives orders to the pollen jocks. We're shutting down honey production. Mission abort. In Central Park, Jackson receives the order mid-pollination. Aborting pollination and nectar details, returning to base. In New Hive City, we see bees putting suntan lotion on their noses and antennas and sunning themselves on the balconies of the gyms. In Central Park, the flowers start to droop. J-Gate is deserted. Back in New Hive City, bees are sunning themselves. A timer dings and they all turn over. As slowly Central Park turns brown. And in Vanessa's flora shop, Vanessa writes, "Sorry, no more flowers," on a closed sign and turns it facing out. Barry flies at high speed, tracking shot into the hive, through the lobby of Hunnick's and into Adam's office. Barry meets Adam in his office in Hunnick's. Adam's office is in disarray. There are papers everywhere. He's filling up his cardboard hexagon box. Adam, you wouldn't believe how much honey was out there. Oh yeah? Wait, what's going on in here? Where's everybody? Are they out celebrating? No, they're just home. They don't know what to do. They're laying out. They're sleeping in. I heard your Uncle Carl was on his way to San Antonio with a cricket. At least we got our honey back. They walk through the empty factory. Yeah, but sometimes I think... So what if the honeys liked our honey? Who wouldn't? It's the greatest thing in the world. How excited to be part of making it. We see Adam's desk and on its side in the hall. This was my new desk. This was my new job. I wanted to do it really well. And now I can't. Adam exits. Now, back in the stairwell, Vanessa and Barry are walking up the stairs to the roof. I don't understand why they're not happy. We have so much now. I thought their lives would be better. They're doing nothing. It's amazing. Honey really changes people. You don't have any idea what's going on, do you? What did you want to show me? This. They reach the top of the stairs and Vanessa opens the door. Barry sees Vanessa's flower pot and small garden have all turned brown. Wait, what happened here? This is not even the half of it. Vanessa turns Barry around with her two fingers, revealing the view of Central Park, which is all brown. Oh no. Oh my, they're all wilting. Doesn't look very good, does it? No. And whose fault do you think that is? You know, I'm gonna guess bees. Bees? Specifically me. I guess I didn't think that bees not needing to make honey would affect all these other things. It's not just flowers. Fruits, vegetables, they all need bees. Well, there's our whole SAT right there. So you take away the produce that affects the entire animal kingdom, and then, of course, the human species. Oh, so if there's no more pollination, it could all just go south here, couldn't it? And I know this is also partly my fault. Barry takes a long sigh. How about a suicide pact? How would we do it? I'll sting you, you step on me. That just kills you twice. Right. Listen, Barry, sorry, but I've got to get going. Vanessa exits. Had to open my mouth and talk. Vanessa? Vanessa's gone. In the streets of New York, Vanessa gets into a cab. Barry enters. Vanessa, why are you leaving? Where are you going? To the final tournament of Roses parade in Pasadena. They moved it up to this weekend because all the flowers are dying. It's the last chance I'll ever have to see it. Vanessa, I just want to say I'm sorry. I never meant for it to turn out like this. I know. Me neither. Vanessa's cab drives away. Tournament of Roses. Roses can't do sport. Wait a minute. Roses. Roses? Roses? Vanessa! Barry follows shortly after. He catches up to it and he pounds on the window. Barry follows shortly after Vanessa's cab. He catches up to it. Oh wait, I don't know why that's said twice on the script. Barry motions for her to roll the window down. She does so. Roses? Barry! Roses are flowers. Yeah, they are. Flowers? Bees? Pollen? I know, that's why this is the last parade. Maybe not. The cab starts pulling ahead of Barry. Could you ask him to slow down? Could you slow down? The cab slows. Barry flies in the window and lands in the change box, which closes on him. Barry! Vanessa lets him out. Barry stands on the change box in front of the driver's license. Okay, I made a huge mistake. This is a total disaster, and this is all my fault. Yeah, it kind of is. I've ruined the planet, and I wanted to help with your flower shop. Instead, I've made it worse. Actually, it's completely closed down. Oh, I thought maybe you were remodeling. Nonetheless, I have another idea, and it's greater than all my previous great ideas combined. I don't want to hear it. Vanessa closes the change box on Barry. Barry opens it again. All right, here's what I'm thinking. They have the roses. The roses have pollen. I know every bee, plant, and flower bud in this park. All we gotta do is get what they've got back here with what we've got. Bees, park, pollen, flower, repollination across the nation. At the Pasadena parade. All right, Tournament of Roses, Pasadena, California. They've got nothing but flowers, floats, and cotton candy. Security will be tight. I have an idea. In the float staging area, Barry and Vanessa approach a heavily armored guard in front of the staging area. Vanessa Bloom, FTD, official floral business. He leans in and looks at her badge. She snaps it shut. Oh, it's real. Sorry, ma'am. That's a nice brooch, by the way. Thank you. It was a gift. They enter the staging area. Then, once we're inside, we just pick the right float. How about the princess and the pea? Yeah. I can be the princess and... Yeah, I think you could be... the pea. Got it. Barry, dressed as a pea, flies up and hovers in front of the princess and the pea float. The float is sponsored by Inflate-A-Bed, and the sign reads, Inflate-A-Bed. If it blows, it's ours. Sorry I'm late. Where should I sit? What are you? I believe I'm the pea. The pea? It's supposed to be under the mattress. Not in this fairy tale, sweetheart. I'm gonna go talk to the marshal. You do that. This whole parade is a fiasco. She exits. Vanessa removes the stepladder and the princess falls. Barry and Vanessa take off in the float. Let's see what this baby can do. Angle on. The guy with the headset talking to the driver. Hey! The float zooms by a young child in the stand. Timmy cries. Vanessa puts on the princess hat. Then all we do is blend in with the traffic without arousing suspicion. The float goes flying by the crowds. Barry and Vanessa's float crashes through the fences. On the freeway, Vanessa and Barry speed, dodging and weaving down the freeway. And once we're at the airport, there's no stopping us. At LAX, Barry and Vanessa pull up to the curb in front of a TSA agent with a clipboard. Stop. Security. Did you and your insect pack your own float? Yes. Has this float been in your possession the entire time? Since the parade, yes. Barry holds his shoe. Would you remove your shoes, everything in your pockets? Can you remove your stinger, sir? Wait, that's a part of me. I know, just having some fun. Enjoy your flight. Barry and Vanessa's airplane takes off. Then, if we're lucky, we'll have just enough pollen to do the job. On the plane, Vanessa is on the aisle. Barry is on a laptop calculating flowers, pollen, number of bees, airspeed, etc. He does a stomp dance on the keyboard. Can you believe how lucky we are? We have just enough pollen to do the job. I think this is going to work, Vanessa. It's got to work. Attention, passenger, this is Captain Scott. I'm afraid we have a bit of bad weather in the New York area, and looks like we're going to be experiencing a couple of hours of delay. Barry, these are cut flowers with no water. They'll never make it. I've got to get up there and talk to these guys. Be careful. Barry flies up to the cockpit door. In the cockpit, a female flight attendant, Angela, is in the cockpit with the pilots. There's a knock on the door. Hey, can I get some help with these Sky Mall magazines? I'd like to order the talking inflatable travel pool filter. Excuse me. Angela opens the cockpit door and looks around. She doesn't see anybody. Barry, hidden in the yellow and black caution stripe. As Angela looks around, Barry zips into the cockpit. Excuse me, Captain. I'm in a real situation here. What did you say, Hal? I didn't say anything. Bee! No, don't freak out. There's a chance my entire species. The pirate grabs a dustbuster vacuum cleaner. He aims it around, trying to vacuum up Harry. The co-pilot faces camera. As the pilot tries to suck Barry up, Barry's on the other side of the co-pilot. As they do, the toupee of the co-pilot begins to come up, still attached at the front. What are you doing? Stop! The toupee comes off the co-pilot's head and sticks to the dustbuster. Barry runs across the bald head. Wait a minute, I'm an attorney! Who's an attorney? Don't move. The pilot uses the dustbuster to try and mash Harry, who is hovering in front of the co-pilot's nose, and knocks out the co-pilot, who falls out of his chair, hitting the life raft release button. The life raft inflates, hitting the pilot, knocking him into a wall and out cold. Barry surveys the situation. Oh, Barry. Vanessa studies her laptop, looking serious, and the PA crackles. Barry, in his captain voice. Good afternoon, passengers. This is your captain speaking. Would Miss Vanessa Bloom in 24F please report to the cockpit, and please hurry? And we see Vanessa heading up to the cockpit. Vanessa enters. What happened here? I tried to talk to them, but then there was a dustbuster, a toupee, a life raft exploded. Now one's bald, one's in a boat, and they're both unconscious. Is this another bee joke? No. No one's flying the plane. The air traffic controller, Bud, speaks over the radio. This is JFK Control Tower, Flight 356. What's your status? Vanessa presses a button and the intercom comes on. This is Vanessa Bloom. I'm a florist from New York. Where's the pilot? He's unconscious, and so is the co-pilot. Not good. Is there anyone on board who has flight experience? As a matter of fact, there is. Who's that? Barry Benson. From the Honey Trial? Oh, great. Vanessa, this is nothing more than a big metal bee. It's got giant wings, huge engines. I can't fly a plane. Why not? Isn't John Travolta a pilot? Yes? How hard could it be? Wait a minute. Barry, we're headed into some lightning. Vanessa shrugs and takes the controls. Inside the Benson house, the family is all huddled around the TV at the Benson house. And we see the TV. Bob Bumble is broadcasting. This is Bob Bumble. We have some late breaking news from JFK Airport where a very suspenseful scene is developing. Barry Benson, fresh off his stunning legal victory. Adam sprays a can of Honey Whip into his mouth. That's Barry. Is now attempting to land a plane loaded with people, flowers, and an incapacitated flight crew. Flowers! At Air Traffic Control Tower. Well, we have an electric storm in the area and 2 individuals at the controls of a jumbo jet with absolutely no flight experience. Just wait, just a minute, Mr. Ditchwater. There's a honeybee on that plane. Oh, I'm quite familiar with Mr. Benson's work and his no-account compadres. Haven't they done enough damage already? But Isn't he your only hope right now?
Come on, technically a bee shouldn't be able to fly at all.
Inside the cockpit, Barry reacts.
The wings are too small, their bodies are too big.
Hey, hold on a second. Haven't we heard this millions of times? The surface area of the wings and the body mass doesn't make any sense. Get this on air.
You got it! The engineer throws a switch. Stand by, we're going live. The on-air sign illuminates.
We see various shots of New Hive City. The news reports play on TV. The pollen jocks are sitting around, playing paddleball, wheeler, and one of them is spinning his helmet in his finger.
Buzzwell is in an office cubicle playing computer solitaire. Barry's family and Adam watch from their living room.
Bees sitting on the street curb turn around to watch the TV. Mr. Ditchwater, the way we work may be a mystery to you, because making honey takes a lot of bees doing lots of small jobs. But let me tell you something about a small job. If you do it really well, it makes a big difference. More than we realize. To us, to everyone. That's why I want to get bees back to doing what we do best. Working together. That's the bee way. We're not made of jello. We get behind a fellow. Black and yellow.
Hello!
Barry is giving orders to Vanessa. Left, right, down, hover. Hover. Forget hover. You know what? This isn't so hard.
Vanessa pretends to honk the horn.
Beep, 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 beep.
A bolt of lightning hits the plane. The plane takes a sharp dip.
Barry, what happened? Wait a minute. I think we were on autopilot the whole time. That may have been helping me.
And now we're not.
Well, then it turns out I cannot fly a plane.
Vanessa struggles with the yoke.
The airplane goes into a steep dive.
At J gate, an alert sign reads, "Hive alert, we need..." Then the signal goes from the 2 bees, some bees, to every bee there is. Lou Laduca gathers the pollen jocks at J gate. "All of you, let's get behind the fellow. Move it out!" The bees follow Lou Laduca and exit J gate. In the airplane cockpit,
our only chance is if I do what I would do and you copy me with the wings of the plane. You don't have to yell. I'm not yelling. We happen to be in a lot of trouble here. It's very hard to concentrate with that panicky tone in your voice. It's not a tone, I'm panicking.
In the JFK airport, the bees arrive en masse at the airport. Barry and Vanessa alternately slap each other in the face.
I don't think I can do this. Vanessa, pull yourself together. Listen to me. You have got to snap out of it. You 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 snap out of it.
A giant swarm of bees flies in and holds the plane up.
You snap out of it. You snap out of it. You snap. Hold it. Why? Come on, it's my turn. How is the plane flying?
Barry's antenna ring.
I don't know.
Hello? The underside of the plane. The pollen jocks have massed all around the underbelly of the plane and are holding it up. "Hey, Benson, have you got any flowers for a happy occasion in there?" Lou, Buzz, Spitz, and Jackson come up alongside the cockpit.
The pollen jocks! They do get behind a fellow. Black and yellow.
"Hello? Alright, you two. What do you say we drop this tin can on the backstop?"
What backstop? Where? I can't see anything, can you? Me? No, nothing. It's all cloudy.
Adam shouts, "Come on, you've got to think bee, Barry. Thinking bee, thinking bee." Overhead shot of the runway. The bees are in the formation of a flower. In unison they move, causing the flower to flash yellow and black. Thinking bee, thinking bee. We see through the swirling mist and clouds. A giant shape of a flower is forming in the middle of the runway.
Wait a minute. I think I'm feeling something. What?
I don't know, but it's strong, and it's pulling me,
like a 27-million-year-old instinct. Bring the nose of the plane down.
All the bees are on the runway chanting, "Thinking bee." What in the world is on the tarmac? Dave OTS onto the runway, seeing a flower being formed by millions of bees.
Get some light on that!
The aircraft landing lights scaffold by the side of the runway, illuminating the bees in their flower formation.
Vanessa, aim for the flower. Okay. Cut the engine. Cut the engines?
We're going in on bee power. Ready, boys?
Affirmative.
Good, good. Easy now. Land on that flower. Ready, boys? Give me full reverse.
Spinning around. The plane attempts to land on top of the Aloha Airlines plane with flowers painted on it.
I meant the giant black and yellow pulsating flower made of millions of bees? Which flower? The flower? That one? I'm aiming at that flower.
The plane goes after a fat guy in a Hawaiian shirt.
That's a fat guy in a flower shirt. The other flower? The big one?
He snaps a photo and runs away.
Full forward. Ready, boys? Nose down, bring your tail up, rotate around it. Okay, this is insane, Barry.
This is the only way I know how to fly. Am I cuckoo kachoo, or is this plane flying in like an insect pattern?
Get your nose in there. Don't be afraid of it. Smell it. Full reverse. Easy. Just drop it. Be a part of it. Aim for the center. Now drop it in. Drop it in, woman.
The plane hovers and maneuvers, landing in the center of the giant flower like a bee. The flowers from the cargo hold spill out on the runway. The passengers are motionless for a beat. Come on already! They hear the ding ding and all jump up to grab their luggages out of the overheads. On the runway, the inflatable slides pop out the side of the plane. The passengers escape. Barry and Vanessa slide down out of the cockpit. Barry and Vanessa exhale after a huge breath.
Barry, we did it. You taught me how to fly.
Vanessa raises her hand up for a high five.
Yeah. No high five.
Right. Barry, it worked. Did you see the giant flower?
What giant flower? Where? Of course I saw the giant flower. That was genius, man. Genius.
Thanks.
We're not done yet.
Barry flies up to the wing of the plane and addresses the bee crowd.
Listen, everyone. The runway is covered with the last pollen from the last flowers available anywhere on Earth. That means this is our last chance. We're the only ones who make honey, pollinate flowers, and dress like this. We're going to survive as a species. This is our moment. So what do you all say? Are we going to be bees? Or just museum of natural history keychains?
We're bees.
Keychain!
Then follow me. Except keychain. Hold on, Barry. You've earned this. Buzz puts a pollen jock jacket and helmet with Barry's name on it on Barry.
I'm a pollen jock. Looking at the jacket, the sleeves are a little bit too long. And it's a perfect fit. All I've got to do now are the sleeves.
The pollen jocks toss Barry a gun.
Oh, yeah.
Martin Janet Benson.
That's our Barry.
All the bees descend upon the flowers on the tarmac and start collecting pollen. In the skies, the squadron flies over the city, repollinating trees and flowers as they go. Barry breaks off from the group towards Vanessa's flower shop. And Barry repollinates Vanessa's flowers. In Central Park, Timmy with a frisbee as bees fly by.
Mom, the bees are back!
Central Park is completely repollinated by the bees. Hunnix is back to normal and everyone is busy working. And we see Adam putting on his Croman hat. If anyone needs to make a call, now's the time. I've got a feeling we'll be working late tonight. The bees cheer. In Vanessa's flower shop, with a new sign out front, Vanessa and Barry, flowers, honey, legal advice. Vanessa doing a brisk trade with many customers. Inside the flower shop, Vanessa is selling flowers. In the background, there are shelves stocked with honey.
Don't forget these. Have a great afternoon. Yes, can I help? Who's next? Who's next? Would you like some honey with that? It is bee approved.
Sign on the back of the door reads, Barry Benson, insects at law. Camera moves to the back room. We see Barry and Barry's cow client.
Milk, cream, cheese, it's all me, and I don't see a nickel. Sometimes I just feel like a piece of meat.
I had no idea.
Harry, I'm sorry, have you got a moment? Barry, I'm sorry, have you got a moment?
Would you excuse me? My mosquito associate here will be able to help you. The mosquito from before enters.
Sorry, I'm late.
He a lawyer too?
Ma'am, I was already a blood-sucking parasite. All I needed was a briefcase.
And back to the flower counter.
Have a great afternoon. Barry, I just got this huge tulip order for a wedding, and I can't get them anywhere.
Not a problem, Manny. Just leave it to me. Vanessa turns back to deal with the customer.
You're a lifesaver, Barry.
Can I help? Who's next? Who's next? Vanessa smiling back at Barry. Barry smiles too, then snaps himself out of it. All right. Scramble jocks, it's time to fly.
Thank you, Barry.
Ken and Andy walk down the street, right outside the flower shop. Oh, what in the world? It's that bee again. Let's go, Kenny. Let it go, Kenny.
That bee is living my life. When will this nightmare end?
Let it all go. They don't break stride. The camera's in front of Barry as he flies out of the door and up into the sky. Pollen jocks fold information behind him as they zoom into the park. Beautiful day to fly. Sure is. Between you and me, I was dying to get out of that office. We fade out into darkness.